All right, it's time for the VooDoo Chef podcast, where we will discuss all things VooDoo from the VooDoo Studios located right here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. So to all my booties out there, if you're looking for nothing but a good time, this is the place to be. Call your friends, knock on the neighbor's door, and let them know it's time to party like a rock star for the next hour. Join me and my guests and learn to VooDoo like we do as we discuss our faves and the VooDoo that we use. I'll put our guests on the spot as we ask for their top 3 and make sure and listen as we discuss some of our favorite war stories from the kitchens we've worked in. Sit back, grab a tall glass of your favorite libation, and enjoy this episode of the VooDoo Chef podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is WWE Superstar Titus O'Neil. I'm here with my man, Chef Erik Youngs, longtime friend. So much of a friend that he met me to come and drop me off some good products that I'm about to get loose on this grill tomorrow when I have all these people over to my house. But you all can do the same thing. Go to VooDooChef.com and get your products. We've got everything on there from marinades to barbecue sauce to rub to all kinds of stuff. Shrimp, chicken, pork, beef, vegetarian, it don't matter. Just get on there and make it splatter. VooDoo.com, VooDooChef.com. I'm not done with you. You cut me deep and you drive me insane, yeah.
What is going on, booties? I couldn't stand hearing that music anymore, man. It's time to get this thing rocking and rolling because I am that fucking excited about today. I got to tell you, it's a good one. Make sure you stick around. But like always, we got to get started the right way. It's a beautiful day here in Tampa Bay, even with the impending hurricane. Just so much amazing things that go on here. Make sure you come down. Remember, don't stay. Just come down, give us your tax dollars, go back home, and enjoy it while you can. And then go back to where you're from and come see us again next year. Let's give you all the VooDoo updates real quick because I am super excited to get these cats in the room. If you haven't heard, today, we've got the last American rock band, Wicked, in the room. And we've already got people checking in from Lake Mary. Jen Ross is checking in with Kareem and Ashley. What's going on? And we're looking for everybody else. Let us know where you're checking in from. Most importantly, what you're drinking. Tonight's the night. Let's get some right brand rec on there. Guys, we got a lot of things coming up. Everything VooDoo is about supporting education and culinary education, supporting the community. So, we got some big things coming up. First and foremost, we've got golf right around the corner. The VooDoo Chef Charity Golf Tournament, one of our biggest outings of the year. And it doesn't matter if you don't know how to play. Neither do I. It's that game we love to hate. We're just going to basically hang out and drink and have a blast. That's what we do. Lots of giveaways, lots of prizes, lots of fun. Log on to VooDooChefGolf.com and book your foursome because we sell out every year. And lots of cool shit that goes on. Enter the raffles, enter the drawings. I remember last year Jack brought this big ass Yeti and I was like, dude, is that for me? No, it's for the raffle. I'm like, all right, whatever, bastards. We'll have Jack out there. We'll have Tito's out there. We'll have Pepin out there. 813 My City Tequila is going to be out there. And most importantly, everything we do is to raise money for the foundation, help support those kiddos. Right behind golf, we go into the January season with High School Recipe Challenge. If you know any high school culinary students, doesn't matter where they're at, anywhere in the country, they can enter the VooDoo Chef High School Recipe Challenge. First place, $10,000 scholarship. That's right, $10,000. We're committed to $100,000 this year. Let's kick it off right in January. Give away that big $10,000 scholarship to the winner of the High School Recipe Challenge. All they have to do is create a dish using VooDoo Chef Dirt. So they go onto the website, VooDooChef.com, sign up for the competition. We will send them VooDoo Dirt. They have to do nothing except create a badass recipe and send it in. All you grown-ups out there, don't be trying to be a hero. Don't send your recipes in. We'll figure it out. We're going to throw that shit out and laugh at you right here. If you know any high school seniors, get them logged in, get them signed up. We'll send them the dirt, and they'll be rocking and rolling. And then, of course, my favorite time of year here in Tampa Bay, Gasparilla season. We will be having our Gasparilla float in the Children's Parade, where we will celebrate high school culinary students and culinary educators. So if you know somebody that you want to see on our float going down the parade route, recommend them, sign them up, nominate them, whatever. Get us their information, and we'll be rocking and rolling. As always, find all the information, VooDooChef.com, or on our social media pages at VooDooChef13. And we'll get ready to do what we can do and support as many high school culinary students as we can, because that's what it's all about, sending these kiddos to further their education. We call them kiddos, but hell, by the time they're in school, let's be real, they're grown-ass adults. Man, I am flying. Before I forget, don't forget, every Tuesday right here, VooDoo Chef Podcast. Make sure to share it out right now. If you're out there watching, share it out. Send it to all your friends. Let them know Wicked is going to be on the VooDoo Chef Podcast tonight, and it's going to be a blast. We're going to have them on just a little bit. You know what? Set those reminders. Hey, Alexa, don't forget to look, I fucked it up. Hey, Alexa, remind me to check out the VooDoo Chef Podcast Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on YouTube. And you guys do the same. Set your reminders. Make sure you're ready to rock and roll. And let's take a look at what it's all about. VooDoo Chef, you think you're down? Fight me. That's what we want, man.
What's going on, Voodies? It's a beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida. But I hope you're ready to fight, because it's time. I've got my two 3.5-ounce 80/20 ground beef patties. I've got my meats. Today, it's the Cholo burger. We got our poblano, roasted, peeled, seeded. We've got our avocado if you're not Floridians. We've got our pico salsa. You pick 2 habanero pepper jack, and our Eurobake bun. Today, VooDoo Red goes on the patty. This is the Cholo burger. And then we are finishing it with the RP. Remember, nothing happens. No timer starts until the first food product hits the grill. So, light your pilots, grab your me's, VooDoo Like We Do. All right, there go those buns. It's time for our patties. Remember, smash them bad boys. This is a smash burger, guys. Oh, snap. We had a fail. Little reshape. I can't smash anymore. All right, here we go. VooDoo Red. What? All right, it's time for those buns. Bun coming on. Top bun going on hold. All right, what you can't see over here. I'm gonna take my spoon. I'm gonna spoon my avocado. I'm gonna turn it into mash and use that as my fat between my patties. Here we go. I know you can't see it, homie. All good in the hood. You'll have to trust. As you can tell, my face is not facing you. So I'm doing something else, right? All right. No waiting, no hesitating. We're under strict time here. Look at the char. Look at the char on those patties. And you know what happens once they flip? It's time for that cheese. We're going to warm up our poblano, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll, homies. Now, to build on this a little different, we've got to get those poblanos in there, then the pico. So no bun yet. You notice the bun is not resting on there yet, but it's coming. Nice little heat. Bingo, bango, boingo. Bingo, bango, boingo. We're taking you on top of you. Here we go. We need some of the salsa. Get that right on top. I know I should have done that the other way for camera, right? It is what it is. Oh, snap, snap, snap. Look at that insanity, homies. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready.
What is going on, homies? And just like that, we got the whole team in the room. How we living, gentlemen?
Well, okay, I guess. I mean, we basically got the week off like it was fucking COVID.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the VooDoo Chef podcast. Welcome in Big Eddie C and Patrick Arts. We got the week off. And, before I forget, everybody out there listening to this, wherever you download your podcast, remember, you're listening to the audio only. So I hope you enjoyed that lovely monologue of me cooking a hamburger. If you want to see it live, check out our YouTube channel. What is that, Big Eddie C?
This
If you're
is
hungry, you don't have to chew your beer.
This is a triple India Pale Ale. It's a collaboration with Magnanimous and I think Ology Brewing, which they're out of Tallahassee, but they just moved into the old Angry Chair space. Look at this thing. They call it an unfiltered IPA. It looks like a pregnant girl's urine sample. It's awesome.
Dude, two things are wrong with that state. Well, now three, because you're fucking drinking it too. That's gross, dude.
It's just yeast. That's all,
It's
all
just
good.
fucking disgusting is what it is, homie.
Ye of little faith and adventurousness. What is wrong with y'all?
Well, we know both of those. Well, I got a lot of faith, but I don't know about that fucking adventurous shit.
Bro,
Yeah, I've had beers like that before. It's like chewing on them. You just gotta take a sip and then chew a little bit and then swallow.
Consistency wise, I don't think it's any different, but maybe because I've been drinking this shit for so long, I don't notice. But also, to me, I got chewy beers in the fridge, and I was almost going to get after one of them, but I thought, man, no, I'm not gonna mess with a like a stout tonight. This is adventurous enough. This is the equivalent of drinking milk a day past the expiration date. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. So
Yeah, dude, not a fan of cottage cheese, but you do you, man.
oh, this thing is it's beautiful.
Big Eddie C, one guess what I'm drinking.
Let me guess. A glass of milk, orange juice.
Nope,
I was thinking water.
I see.
no Mexican water. Little brown water from Tennessee, like
Tennessee
always.
brown water. Yeah.
Absolutely. The other night I went to dinner. I went down to Chena, and our good friend Michael Buttacavoli, Chef Butta, and never been there before, and I was thoroughly impressed. It's one of those places where you sit down and they're like, "Could I get you a drink?" And they're like, "I'll have Jack Daniels." We don't serve Jack. I almost walked out. Butta came to the table and he's like, "Let me guess, he wants a Jack Daniels," and he had to walk to another bar. But he left the restaurant. And he walked back in with a bottle of Jack. So I'm fancy like that. They put it in a wine glass or something. I don't know. No, but he makes his own pasta. Everything's scratch made. We had the eggplant. We had the risotto. We had the braised fucking something. The braised short rib. But he sent out this dish, right? He goes, "Hey, I made this special for you." And I go, "What is it?" And he goes, "It's my gnocchi." So I taste the gnocchi, and I'm like, "Did you send this shit out because I asked you where you bought your pasta from? So now I'm eating your risotto, your handmade pasta here, your handmade pasta here. Is this just to like show off a little bit?" He goes, "No, man. I just wanted to make the best fucking dish of the night." Wow. And I looked at him and I go, "You're a motherfucker." And he goes, "What?" I go, "The best dish of the night you send me, and it's fucking vegan. You're an asshole, dude." Well, vegetarian, had cheese in it, but I'm just like, you couldn't put some fucking bacon in there, dude. I mean, people are gonna take a picture of this shit. I can't be seen eating vegetarian. Come on.
Yeah, got an image to uphold.
I know, right? Fucking badass though. If you have a chance, go down to Chena. He laughs when I say, he beat Bobby Flay, but he did. And you can get his meatballs I think you can get his meatballs sitting at the outside restaurant. I don't know. Next time I go, we're sitting outside, we're drinking Jack, and we're eating the pizza.
Cool.
Nice.
So Jack and eating pizza. What a pair.
Yeah, exactly. So if you guys are checking in, man, make sure you let us know where you're checking in from. Don't forget, we've got Wicked on the show tonight. They're going to be joining us in just a little bit here. But, it takes me back, Big Eddie C. Ever since you introduced me to these guys, you turned me on to them. And the logo alone, the logo alone, just it fucking pops. We're going to give a little sneak peek here before the guys even get in here. This little logo here down in the bottom right, just fucking, you showed me this, and I'm like, I need that on the back of a fucking sleeveless vest, motherfucker. Just fucking pops. And if you want to get a head start, guys, go over to wickedrockandrollofficial.com, start checking them out. And then you see the press photos, and it's like, holy shit. We'll come back to it. But, I didn't even have to hear their music. And I'm like, you're right, Big Eddie C. These are my kind of rockers.
Oh, yeah.
And it took me back, man. I started flashing back. They got an older sound. And it took me back. And I started thinking about the days touring around Tampa and tooling around in the clubs and playing with Split Image and doing what we did. But, it also got me thinking, these guys are all in. And they're going to tell us their story in a minute. And I was thinking about how hard it is. Myself, I was in it for the camaraderie and the fellowship and the music. And it was in that order. My friends are who I was jamming with. And when that was gone, it was gone. For me, I still played music. I still love music, but I didn't do it with other folks like I did then. It was about hanging out with Chemo and with fucking Tony and Jay and doing what we did as a group. So I think about these guys and how all in they are, and I get so excited. And I just get super pumped, man. You ever been in a situation like that, either of you guys? I mean, Pat, we get it in kitchens when you get a good team and it's rolling, but, it's kind of more work.
I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, I've had that before, though, just through different teams, different groups I've been with, organizations.
Well, you're a musician, too.
Say again?
You're a musician, too.
I am, yeah. So it's a little different style, different music, but yeah. I don't play nearly as much anymore, but I do remember having that feeling a lot. High school, a little after that. So kind of miss it sometimes.
I miss it a lot, and it's funny you say that you miss it. Recently at VooDoo Bash, Chemo and I got up and played together live for the first time in I think like 30 years. And keep your fucking old joke to yourself, millennial.
I didn't say a word. What are you talking about?
It was coming though. But we got up there and we played, and we just had a good time doing it. And then, a couple opportunities turned around, and it ended up being not about the friendship, the fellowship. It ended up turning around and ended up about a bottom line. And, that's just so not my thing. I don't give a fuck about the bottom line, and pretty much anything I do, it's more purpose driven rather than money driven. And I think that's another thing that I really dig about these guys being all in. They're about the music. They're about you know what? Let's fucking start working towards getting their asses in here, because we ain't gonna follow this fucking timeline, because I'm getting fucking excited. Let's check the boxes here. Let's do what we got to do. Let's fucking show the stupid ass cook video. Not that it's a stupid ass cook video. I'm hoping to see Wicked cook this shit, because we sent them a care package and I sent them everything they need. I'd like to call it a little taste of Tampa, but it's from the fucking Yucatan, just voodoo-fied. Let's take a look at the Pinchos Pibil here. I tell you, it's from the Yucatan, inspired by the Conchinita Pibil, where they take the small pork, they take the butt, they marinate it with annatto seeds and some sour citrus, and traditionally they would wrap it in banana leaves and bury it in the peeb, which is the pit, and they'd leave it in there for 24 hours to cook. Come back the next day, open it up, and it's fucking tender as shit. I've got the patience of fucking an idiot. I no patience whatsoever. So I cheat. I sped it up and I voodoo-fied it. Let's take a look at Pinchos Pibil.
Right back.
Gentlemen, what is going on? Little Pinchos PBL. I hope I see fucking Wicked making these things. I am going to tell you, they made some badass shit tonight. They sent it to me. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to wait any longer. We were supposed to play my favorite video here from them. We're going to play it in a minute. Let's get these dudes in here. Guys, here they come. And I'm going to fangirl out a little bit, but
what's new?
Exactly right. Hey guys, it's fucking what's going on, gentlemen?
What's going on, guys?
Hi.
What's up, dude? Great to be on.
We're so glad you guys come in. Hey, introduce yourselves to all the booties out there real quick.
What's going on? It's Danny from Wicked.
Chad Michael, Gunner, Scotty V.
Scotty V. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
Scotty V.
Yeah. He's mumbling.
I can't see, man. Let me turn my volume up. Whoa. Oh.
I haven't even started yet.
Hey, gentlemen, you guys are just like the bright spot in my day sometimes, and I am so glad you're in here hanging out. We got a lot of people going to be checking in here. Tell us all about Wicked. What is Wicked Rock and Roll, the last American rock and roll band? I got to tell you right now, in my playlist, you're the first rock and roll band. But give us the background, give us the dirt, how to get started, where we at, where we heading.
Oh man, this thing's crazy. It's for us. It's all about, you mentioned it earlier. It's that brotherhood, and that's like what keeps this band alive. But and then it's about the rock and roll, man, and the good times. But we love what we do, and we love the energy that we exert with it. But this thing started many years ago. I mean, we've been really working hard at this. We're hard workers, and we were lucky. My brother Chad and I started this thing, and we knew we wanted a rock and roll band that really had that presence, had that look, like the good old classics from the 70s. But then this guy over here came along, and he started putting the pieces of the puzzle together.
And
Just him.
Not me.
It's so funny. It's so funny too because we found Scott on this Facebook's formatted website called Glam Nation, and this was before catfishing and all that. So, we're online looking for the best looking guy with long blonde hair or long hair in general who can play guitar, and then this guy came along and he's like, I'm looking for a band too. And he sent us over some voice memos of him soloing, and it was great. And we're like, all right, let's get this kid in the studio and see what he can do.
And then Gunner came along, and he grew over the years. He used to be really short, and his hair wasn't as long as it was.
Assholes.
So Big Eddie C, Patrick, you can play too if you want. Big Eddie C, you've listened to the music. How about we play a little game and we throw out names of bands that we think they were influenced by and see if we can hit them all, huh?
All right.
I like this. I like this.
Yeah.
Bet you won't guess.
You down, Big Eddie C?
Sure.
Patrick, are you going to jump in?
I'll try. I guarantee, but I'll try.
You're asking me if I'm down for that. I told you I'm drinking a beer that looks like a pregnant girl's urine sample.
Dude, that's
You
what
think
you
I'm taking blinking an eye at
I
this?
want to know how you know that and why you're still fucking chugging it down like there's no tomorrow. All right, Patrick, who do you think or some of the influences of Wicked? And everybody out there online, type your thoughts in the chat bar there. Let's see what you guys think too. Oh, Patrick, he's Googling it. What the fuck, dude?
Mine's right here. I don't know. Motley Crue.
Is that a yay or a nay, gentlemen?
Yeah,
I'd
we used
say
to
yes.
listen to Motley Crue.
I would say at least, yeah.
When we were young, that was the show to go and see, man. I mean,
A
that
little
was
ish. So ish.
I grew up going to Crew Fest, so
I mean, who doesn't like Motley Crue? But that wasn't I was one of our
Patrick? No, I'm kidding. Big
influences.
Eddie C.
I'm more old school. I'm gonna say, like, probably old school British glam, like Bowie and T-Rex.
There you
yeah.
go.
You know, Kiss and New York
Wait,
Dolls.
how many are you gonna guess, dude?
Fucking said
Don't
gas,
make me
you
halfway
need a
in.
goddamn cap, man. See, look what you did. Now I gotta switch to water. Fuck
It's all
off.
that,
man.
it's all that pregnant girl shit.
What is it, like a 10.7? Was she drunk before she was beating the cup? I mean, what the fuck? You know, I was gonna say all the same Big Eddie C said, but I gotta tell you, I'm feeling a little bit of stars in your music.
Oh, now you're talking. Now he's digging deep.
He's got a cheat sheet.
We
No cheat sheet, homie.
yeah, we love the Stars. Those are some good albums.
Richie Rano, baby.
Yeah,
Michael Lee.
Richie's salt of the earth kind of guy. Like, love knowing him. He's a great dude.
Yeah, we hung out with him a little bit. We played a couple gigs.
Played some shows with
Oh,
him.
that's super cool, man.
We also did that cover CD way back when, and we
which song
covered
did
Rock
we
and
do?
Roll Man.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Man.
And he got on.
Wait.
That was actually Hellcats, though. That was
Yeah. He got on
I want to
webcam.
know why I don't have this music.
We'll send you a copy. I
Yeah,
think
we'll
we have
send
one
you a
later
Hey,
on.
don't worry. I don't have it either because
That's fucking awesome. Well, apparently I'm going to have it in a little bit, and I'm excited because I really do. So now, you know, we've talked about the music a little bit. Let's talk about the look. So when I think of your music, and please, I told you this when we were chatting, everything I say is like total positive because you guys kick ass. I hear stars. I get a little Bay City Roller feel in the tempo of it. Definitely glam with Kiss and Poison. But when we get into the look, now it's like it's that classic hair metal look, but you still have been able to make it your own. You know, when you look at bands like New York Dolls, they were trying to be, I mean, they're just trying to look like fucking women. And then Kiss takes it and they fucking black it out. And then you guys take it and it's like you fucking add Nelson into the mix and you turn it around and it's fucking white and silver and studs and it's fucking cool. How did we hone in on that look?
Oh man, I mean,
You know, it was really crazy because like we were, you know,
started off with like the black and the studs and everything.
and like the you know, all the animal print and whatnot, and we sat down and we're like, how do we do something that stands out that's like a little bit different from what all the other bands at the time are doing, which is just animal print or black outfits. And it's like, all right, well, if you're walking down the street with a bunch of people in black outfits, you're wearing like full white outfits and, you know, some accented silver and like studs and whatnot.
How are we going to break away from the masses? It's like,
yeah, you're to stand out.
That's the big thing about like the rock and roll that we love is like at the core of it. It's about like, you know,
Going against the grain.
Yeah, not following like, you know, the machine or the robot society, right? Like, and sometimes like music genres, even if they originally like were all about that, kind of become like that, where it's just people just blindly following. So we're like, let's go against the grain, let's break out, you know?
Oh, I absolutely love it. Big Eddie C, you got any questions for these cats?
No, my brain's half paralyzed because I'm
it's that.
It's drink on the podcast, man.
wasn't here and sample beer. I spent way too much of today moving shit around, helping the guy next door put up storm shutters, and I'm just.
I was gonna say, dude, you're an STD. You don't need to worry about this one.
Nice.
Hey, just so you guys know, STD means South Tampa douchebag.
Okay, cool.
Well, I never. No, you know, like, no, the logo is really, I dig that because the only parallel, this is going to come way the fuck out of left field. Gator Paw is pointing way toward. The only parallel I can come up with as far as just the the sparkliness of that logo. This is gonna probably even go right off your radar up there, fucko. British band from the early '80s called Tiger Tails. That's about
Pepsi Tay.
yeah, that's about as close as I could get. But it's still your own thing. That was just the only thing in terms of a similarity in terms of the flashiness and the logo. And I got really into that because I was always buying indie shit. Cool.
So how did we come up with the name and the logo?
Well, it was really weird because like Danny and I, we had just decided like we wanted to like take this whole thing seriously. I had been playing in a cover band for like years in high school, and I actually got into playing music because of Danny. So I was like, you know, he came up to me, he's like, let's do this for real. But like, we both have the same influences. Like, we could do something that's really cool and unique. And we had, you know, all the same bands that we would listen to all the time. So like, you know, we'd watch music videos and just kind of like, you know, visualize like what we would be as a group.
But all like every like when you think about a band like Kiss or like AC/DC or Rush, like things like that, like a lot of those bands like really hit the mark with like that one word like name or something like that kept it really simple. And you know, Wicked was really like that, like just adjective for like extremeness that like, you know, we were kind of feeling like we were all about. But it was this guy kind of sat down and he started drawing stuff out on, you know, pencil, paper, and but it's funny you mentioned that because like we grew up on, you know, stuff like, you know, everything from Thin Lizzy to Tiger Tails, all that stuff, like the band of all that rock and roll. And you know, sometimes when you're so close to it, you don't even realize like the things that seep in, and you get to step back and hang out here, and like you guys are like making me think like, yeah, that's probably a lot of that stuff went into it, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
So like we're fucking old, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Even way.
What's the age range here, and what's the difference between the brothers?
I'm 29.
28.
I'm 24, dude.
You guys didn't even flinch.
28.
You guys are still fucking young, man.
I'm 23.
Are you serious?
You're not 23. I'm 24. He's 28.
Scott's never
What do you
serious.
think? Look at me. 23.
Like he said before, he's got glasses on. He can't see very well.
See, dude. I mean, I just got them, so I'm in that tweener stage where I can't see with them or without them. And I really don't give a fuck either. So,
Well, you guys.
Man, I feel sorry for you. I've been wearing fucking glasses since 1984 when I realized that
they weren't
reading in the
born.
dark and smoking weed was a shitty combo. You know?
Hey, every time I hear your songs, you know, I go, oh shit, this is my favorite. And we're in the car, and my kid goes, "Pop, you say that to every song." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, because they're all good." But the one I think, you know, American rock and roll are fucking tops. But the one I keep fucking going back to is Hot Stage Lights. Give me the background on that, and then I'm going to tell you what it makes me think of.
Well, I think we wrote that in a guitar store. We were sitting around one day, but it was just birthed off that feeling of like trying to get out there, and like at the time, you know, since then we've been doing it, but like just paying our dues and like
We just
you know,
went cross
playing.
country, right? We went to
Yeah.
the Rocklahoma Fest.
And sometimes it feels like, you know, you're at war, man. Like you're out there, you're in the battlefields, like trying to get that rock and roll out there. And so it's kind of like a little like culmination of feelings and thoughts of like, you know, that push and that drive to like just drive your rock and roll out there against, you know, all opposition and whatnot. But yeah.
I think it's killer. And I'm going to tell you, that could be the like, you know, American Idol, any one of these shows when they kick the motherfuckers off. and that's just playing in the background that fucking, that man, this is the fucking dream. This is what it's about. And of course on the show, they'd be fucking hanging their head because they lost. But it's got that fucking feel, man. And and I hear that song, and it just makes me excited. And if it's cool with you guys, I'd like to fucking share that video right now.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
let's do it, dude.
All right, guys, Hot Stage Lights by fucking Wicked. Yeah, and of course, you know what I do? Fucking, we ain't watching that one. That's what I'm gonna say. I told you I can't see with these glasses. Here we go, guys. Hot Stage Lights. Guys, I gotta tell you, from the fucking Chad, the way you go clean rasp, you fucking hit the notes when you have to. You know, I gotta go Mr. Ventura. Yeah,
Eddie B.
you gotta tell me if I'm right or wrong. You know, I think I could say Ace Frehley and be safe.
You know, it's
Maybe.
funny, a lot of people always say that, but that was like, it happened ironically. I never listened to Kiss when I was younger. It just kind of happened magically that people say, you sound just like Ace Frehley. You look like him when you play up there. But I never idolized Kiss or anything. I like Kiss, but it was never an influence.
Do you listen to Zeppelin?
Of course. But
he's more of an Aerosmith.
My favorite band of all time is Aerosmith. Brad Whitford, Joe Perry. Those are my guitar gods.
See, I was gonna say another Boston band. I was gonna say Nuno.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, I liked Extreme. I saw them. I saw them for free actually once at the state fair. That was awesome.
That was awesome. It's awesome because it was for free.
Yeah. with the original singer and Nuno, and it was. I don't think they still tour together, all of them, do they? But
last time I saw them, they were all together, and it was one of my favorite shows ever. And awesome. I kind of, when you go into that second verse of that song, and your guitar part, starts to pop out, I was kind of getting a little, maybe even Eddie feel too, man. Definitely when you hit that second verse, dude, I'm like fucking all over it. And
well, it was a guitar person that a lot of people don't know that I like. Have you ever heard of the band Enough's Enough?
Oh yeah,
dude, I was gonna make a Chips Enough comment to you because the hat.
It's a VooDoo Chef hat, by the way.
And you got the fucking circles.
That's one of my favorite bands of all time. It's funny because not a lot of people know them, but I listen to their discography back and forth. I love Donnie.
Donnie's incredible. The singer of my band actually recorded a song with Donnie.
Wow, that's cool.
What's your favorite Enough's Enough song?
Yeah, that first album is so
Which album? Or which era? Because I would say if it's off of the first album, it's probably either For Now or I Could Never Live Without You. That ripping ballady solo in the beginning of that. Oh man, Derek Frigo is one of my favorite guitar players of all time.
Oh, that's good. I saw Enough's Enough with Donnie wasn't with him. So I saw fucking Chip with Bullet Boys and one of my least favorite bands of all time, Great White.
Same.
Damn. My kid's 21 and she discovered Great White and she had to see him, but the Bullet Boys fucking ripped it. Then Enough's Enough come out and kills it. And then I got to sit and watch that fucking troll, whatever the fuck his name is, fucking sing.
Is it still the original singer in Great White?
Well, I didn't see Great White. I saw Russell, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Jack Russell's Great White then, because there's two.
He said, look how pissed he is right now.
Because it's another one. It's like L.A. Guns. There's two. It was like Rat for a while. There was two. The one you're talking about is Jack Russell's Great White. The other one is like three of the other guys that were in the band, and they've had a revolving door of singers since. They had Terry I. Lou from XYZ. They had Mitch Malloy, who was with Van Halen for about as long as it took me to drink that beer. They got a guy named Andrew Freeman. I couldn't tell you everybody he sung with, but he sang with The Last in Line, which was kind of like a Dio tribute.
Yeah,
really good. But they're just you saw the one where I think there's Jack and one other guy from the classic lineup, and the other one is the guitar player and the bass player, and I think the keyboard player maybe. It's fucked up. I mean, all that shit. Once the courts get a hold of it, they all pretty much at this point have said, listen, if you remember, you go tour, let the market decide. And if you're fucking with people, they won't go see you. So.
Yeah, I saw Jerk Russell, the troll. And first time you and I saw not Queensryche.
You saw Jeff Tate. We went to that.
Not Queensryche. When we opened for Ace Frehley, and I was pissed. I got up and left and went and drank more Jack.
You did vanish, didn't you?
What's that?
You did vanish, and I was sitting over there with our man Z. I had to borrow his fucking earplugs because the bass was so ridiculously loud. It's like, I know I'm fucking old, but that was a first concert and only one in my life where I've had earplugs. And you and we've been to a shitload. I'm 54. I've been going to fucking shows for over 40 years now.
I think that's when you officially became my DD. You drove the truck home.
Oh, that's right, I did. Yeah, you couldn't fucking count to 5 without being spotted like the thumb and the pinky.
No, my bar tab was fucking $80 before we went in the place.
Oh, you're a lightweight. My buddy Scott, who's since deceased, when we see Kiss and Ted Nugent at the old Amalie Arena, he blew 120 because they were automatically pouring Jack doubles.
Wow.
That's my kind of bar right there.
Oh yeah, he was catatonic as shit by the time Kiss was halfway through that set, man. That fucker looked like the Grinch going, man, what a night.
You know, I want to comment on a couple other songs. You know, I love New York Tough. I just absolutely love the feel, love the thought behind that song. But you know, Hot Stage Lights hits it. American Rock and Roller, my number one. We're gonna play High Roller here in a minute, and I want to hear the story behind that one. But I want to talk about Thick as Thieves. How did that come about? Because you know, it's one of those songs where the bass and the drums are just at the beginning. You guys pop off on that and give it a nice little hip, a nice little hop. And you know, it's fucking, it takes me back. You know, I don't want to say to Paul McCartney because it's not fucking Beatles in sounding, but to all those people that he influenced in rock and roll and in those hair metal days. You know, from fucking Bobby Dahl to fucking Gene Simmons to where the bass and the drums are fucking getting that fucking, it's the same old situation, fucking guitar solo when the bass is driving that shit. How did you guys come up with that?
I mean, we listen to a lot of like other, you know, expansions of rock. Like, you know, we'll get into the Beatles and, you know, even some 90s stuff.
Even he said like Bay City Rollers.
Yeah.
Like 60s and 50s.
So like kind of your point was we were looking to make a song that had like, you know, kind of that upfeel
Reminiscent though, like.
But is that the song? Remember that time we were up in Lake Forge? Is that the song we played twice? No. That was
don't bring that one up. Don't bring that one up.
But we would write these songs and then we would say like, okay, like let's go and like do a bunch of live shows and test them out on like, you know, the audience, you know, and like on new markets and see what people think, and then we would then go back into the, you know, drawing board and like work on those songs. But I remember this being one of those ones. We needed like one of those drivers, and you know, it was just about us boys. I mean, where do you see a band nowadays that lives together and not like just like, oh, we've done it for a month. We've been living together for 7 years, the 4 of us under one roof. Like we're more than like a fraternity or just a gang. Like we're family. Like, you know, we truly live and die by each other. So it's a pretty cool like phenomenon, really.
And it's amazing that you know, you're able to do that. You know, Thick as Thieves is just the perfect song for that. And you know, not that you're not doing this to make money, but you guys haven't mentioned anything. You're holding the album, you're holding the TV show, you're holding all this stuff, and you're not money driven. And I think that's more important than anything. You're doing it for the love, and that's evident. It shows in what you do, and you can feel it in the music. Now, I think I don't know if you guys have met my friend Autistic Ed here. He knows absolutely everything. He should dominate us in fucking trivia, but he's so quiet he won't shout out his own name. But my 21-year-old and Ed will hold conversations that are just like fucking way over my fucking head. And I think she's probably the only one that has as high a music IQ as Ed. And I say all this to let you know, you know, anything Daddy likes, she can't like. So it's like, oh, we got to listen to this again. But we share a playlist. We share an iTunes. And so it's on the other day, and she's like, you know, Pop, this music is just positive music. It feels good. And, you know, she knows nothing about you other than that I like you guys. And for her to say that it has that positive feel, that positive vibe,
awesome.
21 to 52. I think that's pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
No, 54. 54.
What's that?
He's 54, not 54.
Yeah.
Who's 54? Big Eddie C?
Yeah, he said it was 54.
Great injury away? Yeah.
Fuck you, Patrick.
Yeah. 30-something motherfucker.
Moderated.
He said Motley Crue. That's what he said.
Right, you said he liked Mountain Dew a lot.
Wait. He says very little, but
Oh
trust
my god! Look at his lights on his phone right now. Oh my
Nice.
god!
You suck.
Oh my
I'm
god!
just
He's
wondering why my patch is down by your crotch, homie. Hey, let's take a look. I want to show High Roller. Can you guys give us a little background on the song?
No, that was cool because Scott actually wrote the whole instrumental for that.
Well, that hook you came up with that
I had
hook.
some retarded lyrics to go with it. Too. It was like something like one bomb or something.
Yeah, you had some weird stuff. Then Danny took it and rearranged it, and
I
then
ironed it out.
everything.
I
Yeah.
ironed it out.
But that main riff that Chad actually plays, the riff that I came up with. I had that going, and then we rolled off of that.
And then it became like this thing, like to your point, a lot of people love High Roller. That's like their song when they come to a show. And like we've got this whole thing, and the song goes on for like 6 minutes because there's all these antics in it. Like if it's not at the beginning, like getting everybody to buy a drink and take a shot together, like as a community, drum solos. We got
Take a drink. I'm down.
yeah.
I'm all out.
we get everybody like down on the
too,
floor
man.
and everything, and like it's just awesome, and like people are like singing along with it. So yeah, I think that's just like a rally song, you know, for the Wicked fans.
I'll send you a bottle, Mr. Ventura.
Thank you.
Have one for him.
Damn.
Dude, I'll have more than one. Ask Ed.
Jesus.
Have more than IPA.
Oh.
Yeah,
So here's my thought. You got to get that thing to Vegas and have them play it on the High Roller.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, let's check out High Roller. When we get back, we'll ask some more questions of fucking Wicked, and then we're going to play a little bit of rock and roll trivia to see if you guys can take out, we'll call it, are you smarter than the Jack Daniels drinking VooDoo Chef? Or my buddy over there, Mr. Ed Carmack. Let's check out and I love the fact that we have the MTV release.
Oh yes.
Here we go, guys. High Roller.
That's when you were growing still. You see how you weren't quite that tall.
Fucking idiots. JP is fucking dumb.
Gentlemen, I've got to tell you, that is fucking just baller right there, man.
Thanks, brother.
You know, everything you guys do, you sneak in those little subtleties from back in the 70s and 80s that just made music exciting and fun. You know, you got the low to high, you got the rasp, you got the bass and drum rhythm, you got it changing up. You got the anthemic vocals. And you know what I want to applaud? You're going back to a time when it was subtlety, innuendo. It wasn't like in your face. It wasn't like I suck at writing a song, so I just gotta pull a wasp and write a song called "I Fuck Like a Beast." And even though Wasp is one of our favorite bands, and Big Eddie C and I are going to see them in November.
Oh, nice!
We had to go back out.
But you guys are doing it the right way, and I applaud you for that. And I think it's absolutely fucking amazing.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
It's cool to see people notice that.
Thank you.
Well, we need more people to notice that, and we need the millennials of this world, not you, Patrick.
Yeah, Pat.
Got it.
He'll tell you this happens all day, every day.
Uh,
I think one of the first things I told Patrick is, I fucking hate that I like you, man. But he's one of the good guys, man. I can't get around it.
We love you, Pat.
He's still my third favorite arts, though, just so you know.
I dropped third.
But yeah, your wife. I don't want her to get pissed at me again.
When does she get up there?
She cussed you out because I called you, so I got to fucking throw her some sort of bone. We got my buddy Corey Canfield checking in. He and I are huge kiss marks, if you couldn't tell by somewhere over my shoulder. He's throwing the Vinnie Vincent out there, and I think that's more of maybe the look than the feel, because I got to tell you, Vinnie pretends to shred. But you guys, I'm telling you, your music has feel and energy that I can't explain. We got Consulate checking in, asking, what does the future hold for Wicked?
Oh, yeah, man, we got some awesome stuff coming. We just put out, as you know, the Last American Rock Band. Got some sweet vinyl in.
What the fuck?
The other day, you're the first to hear that the vinyl's in. These things are freaking like 6-month lead times. It's crazy. But we're super excited to have that. We're going to finish out the year playing some shows, and we've got a brand new album, Living Like a Sunburn, that's ready to drop. Bunch of music videos from when we drove out to California, and just took the 38-hour trip and got in a van. And then we got something really, really exciting that we're working on, and it's kind of a little bit of like a reality TV show of the band, and like wrapped around the premise of us living together and living like this lifestyle all the time. So super excited, and some big things coming.
We got Lindsay Martin checking in. She wants to know, when's the next music video dropping?
Oh, in like the next week or two here.
Oh, yeah.
We're the first year.
Yeah,
What album is it off of? The new one or the old one?
What'd you
What'd you say? Sorry.
Is it off the old album or the one that's upcoming?
It's off the Last American.
Yeah, the current release, Last American Rock Band.
I don't even know what we should.
We'll make it a surprise. You'll see what it is.
What's your guess, though? Guess. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong.
Give a guess, and we'll just kind of like nod or not.
We'll tell you if you're wrong, but not if you're right.
You said, well, nod or not. I'm not falling for that.
They have a song, brother.
All right, so is American Rock and Roller, is there's no official video for that, is there?
No. There's not.
Any more glam casts in the near future? We love them. Bring them back.
Oh, yeah, we definitely want to start that back up. We
did that just for like the whole like COVID shutdown quarantine thing, and kind of like to stay in touch with our fans. And we found that like with our core like group of fans that like kind of like reached out to them and gave them a good update of like what we were doing, where we were at, and we stopped doing that when we went to the studio and it got pretty busy, like going back out to play again. But it's cool. We might revisit that.
But that's kind of what we're talking about. This
TV
reality
show
show
thing,
it kind of picked up from that. And it's more of a professional version of look into the process of everything we've been doing in the past 2 years, 3 years.
I gotta tell you, if I watch so much fucking reality TV, it's not even funny. And I'm sitting here jonesing for a Glamcast, dude.
And then you'll get to see all the crazy shit that happens, like Gunnar trying to chase a squirrel in the attic and falling through the fucking ceiling.
Oh my god, dude!
Is it scripted reality TV?
No, this is real shit.
No, actually reality. Yeah.
Stuff that doesn't get caught on camera.
It's not Gene Simmons reality TV. It's real TV.
Oh,
No, that's
fuck that, dude.
So, I'm super stoked. I hope it's American Rock and Roller. I'm just going to put that out there.
It's fine. You'll see, man.
Yeah, you'll have to see.
I better see it
Yeah, I want to hear Pat.
in the inbox, motherfuckers.
What does Pat have to say?
Pat, what song would you like to hear? What song are you going to guess?
I have no guess.
New
Honestly.
York Tough would be an amazing video.
That's for love.
Give me the dirt.
No, I don't want to dirt. Pat,
I would have no guess, honestly. I mean, this I hate to say it, but this style of music is a little out of my realm normally. So it's not something I typically will be listening to. Not that I'm not going to start listening to and looking some stuff up, but before tonight,
You gotta guess.
I'm definitely learning a lot of stuff. I'll
You
just put
gotta
it that
guess
way.
the name of the song that we would make.
We're calling you out, buddy.
You really are. I know.
Make a name of the song, we'll make it.
Oh my God. I really.
make up a name of a song. They'll write it for the next album.
Yeah, what is it? What's the first song coming out? What is it?
Every day. That's what he tells me. He looks at me and he goes, "Every day, all day." That's what he tells me all the time.
Every day, all day.
And it's basically me just making obnoxious jokes every day, all day.
At the
Oh, wait. Is it true that Scotty V loves squirrels?
No, I don't.
Yes, it is very true. So
why he keeps
I didn't
them
know
in the
about
attic.
that.
Scott's got a squirrel sanctuary.
In the attic.
I dislike squirrels, and everybody that knows that likes to bring that up.
Well, I'm assuming that Lindsay Martin is one of y'all's top hitters there. Is she on the other side of the camera? Type them in.
She might as well be. She's big sis.
No.
Oh, very cool, very cool. So guys, we like to do something every week. We played Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader the other day with some educators, and they lost.
Yeah, Gunnar's not really good at that game, so.
Nah, man.
By the way, I don't know if you realize this. We're all educators. So
Yikes.
Big Eddie C is certified to teach every subject area except for PE.
Okay, Scott.
Yeah, Scott failed PE too.
I had to
so.
repeat my experience just for Jim.
No. Just Jim and English.
Well,
That's a rocking hat there, my friend.
that's not the deal.
Which hat do you have there? Do you have butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, or bourbon?
Caffeine.
So those are the 5 food groups of the VooDoo Chef: butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon.
Love it.
Nice.
Hell yeah. You like the bourbon one.
I asked you guys what shirt you wore, and it's funny. You said medium, and ironically, that's the same size I wear. So I didn't have any extra because I wear them all. And I, watching those videos, and I'm like, that looks exactly like me and Ed after we get done with Jim. And
Listen.
I mean physical therapy.
I have a confession to make. I had High Roller going on my car stereo the other day right after I left Hard Rock, and I don't think that song was halfway. It was halfway done, And that was about all it took for me to come and go from Hard Rock because it was free play, right? Mystery free play. So
what that means is he gambles a lot.
No, my wife does. So I went one day when she wanted to go. Okay. I put the card in. Last time I was there, the free play was a few $100. You know how much it was this time? 10.
So you go fucking down there for $10?
$10. So you know what I did? I found the machine I was on. The highest bet was $5. I said, fuck this. I'm just doing 2 spins. You know how much I won? 14. And I walked out of there singing to myself, hi. No shit. Fucking $14
I don't think they had that in mind when they wrote that song, man. $4.
No, but you know what? They'll never get it out of their head now. Proud of myself.
You're a high roller, Big Eddie C. I wouldn't even have drove down there for that. You know what I say all the time? No pity for self-inflicted pain. All right. So we I say we, Patrick, put together a little trivia competition for us if you guys are down. And the rules of trivia are pretty simple. Pat's going to read a question. If you think you know the answer, you simply shout out your name. So you guys can play collectively. You can just shout out Wicked. And then Big Eddie C and I, if we know the answer, we'll shout out our name. Whoever Patrick hears first, he will call upon them to answer the question. If they get it right, they get a point. There's no penalty for incorrect answers. So if you think you know the answer, take a shot. And the beauty of our Pointless Pop Culture Trivia is the winner of tonight's Pointless Pop Culture Trivia will have their name entered into a drawing where they may or may not be selected, the winner of a prize to be named at a later date. So exactly, right?
Wow.
It's like fucking big time here. It's like big time. So if you guys are down, we'll play a little Pointless Pop Culture Trivia. And I've got to tell you, I'm fucking a little far into this bottle, so you guys might have a shot. So, Patrick, what's our category tonight?
All right, so our category tonight was 80s hairband trivia. So, again, being somebody who doesn't really
for every
Are you guys born?
Jack Russell's great white too.
Most great whites.
All right, remember, just shout out the name Wicked. Don't get the answer until Patrick calls upon you. He'll call upon whom he hears first. And remember, I see him every day.
All right, so our first question. Which 80s hairstyle wouldn't fit an 80s hairband? Would it be long locks, permed hair, or side ponytails?
Wicked. Side ponytail.
Wicked.
Sorry. Yeah. Goner, I guess.
Okay.
Wicked.
Oh,
where's one? Yeah.
Dude, it's marketing, dude. It's marketing. You yell Wicked every time.
All right, my name.
Whether you know it or not, you just fucking yell Wicked. So they hear Wicked all day long. You can even say wickedrockandrollofficial.com. We'll take it.
All right, side ponytail, buddy.
Side ponytails is correct.
He's a cheater.
But it's cute.
All right, question number 2. Which band's bass player had a side job writing Meatloaf songs?
Wicked.
Wicked.
Say it, fuck. Oh, pay attention to the rules, buddy. Pay attention to the rules.
Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked. Who do you have?
Great white.
Very close.
I mean, no on that
Big
one.
Eddie C, how do you not know this?
I don't know. Maybe I got fucked up on that one beer. I don't know.
You can't be my DD no more if you one
Hey,
beer.
look, it was a damn, you know.
And then there's like a composition notebook. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right songs for Meatloaf.
They gotta be bass player.
Bass player, dude.
Oh, you said bass player?
Bass player for what band's bass player had a side job writing Meatloaf songs?
Do you have a year?
I don't. I can give you 3 options.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Multiple choice,
Thank
please.
you, Pat.
All right.
Multiple guess in your case there, drummer boy.
So it's either going to be Poison, Rat, or Motley Crue?
VooDoo.
Eric,
Damn it.
Poison, Bobby Doll.
that is not correct.
Okay, Wicked.
Wicked.
Motley Crue, just because Pat's favorite band.
Motley Crue.
Doing rain songs for Meatloaf.
Yep.
Yeah, what the fuck? He better eat meatloaf.
I'm not a Motley Crue fan anymore, and of course, you only guessed that because Pat.
Yes. Me and Steven Pierce can't
Three Motley Crue songs.
He wasn't a bass player.
Juan Crucier.
Patrick, name 3 Motley Crue songs without Googling them.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. See you tomorrow.
Oh, you fucking poser.
Hey, I didn't make these questions up. I found them online here. I'm being straight up.
Yeah.
They're wrong. That's a bogus website.
You got him from Jack Russell.
You got it from wickedrockandroll.com, wickedrockandrollofficial.com.
Shit.
All right, question number 3. Which band was not formed in Los Angeles? Would it be Rat, Guns N' Roses, or Cinderella?
VooDoo.
Cinderella.
VooDoo.
Cinderella.
No, Ed, you're supposed
Cinderella.
to say Ed.
Wicked.
Oh, fuck.
He doesn't pay attention to the rules.
So at the end of the 3 questions here, 2 for Wicked, 1 for VooDoo. Go on to the next
Patrick,
one.
you know any Cinderella songs?
I didn't even know that was the name of a band.
Patrick, if I said Cinderella, what would you think of?
Where'd you find
I don't want to say.
What's your
Let's
brother?
do
Patrick spends every other weekend at Disney.
I got a 4-year-old. What do you expect?
You shit yourself.
Pat, what do you listen to?
Frozen.
I typically listen to like more alternative rock.
Oh, so like Creed and shit? That's cool.
Yeah, I grew up more on that.
Yeah.
He's a millennial, dude. Late 90s rock and roll.
You listen
Yeah, pretty much.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Yeah, 4-year-old, yes, that's what I listen to a lot. Yes. Again, not by choice.
He knows every word to Baby Shark.
Baby Shark, yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
All right, question number 4 here. Bill Bailey is also known by what stage name?
Ed.
Ed.
Axl Rose.
Axl Rose is correct.
I thought if you said William, I might have got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill William.
Bailey.
Pointless sidebar.
Guns N' Roses related to 90s more than it is 80s. So
Ed, what year did
I was working in a record
come
store
out?
Ed,
when
what are
that
you
came
doing
out.
around?
Ed, what year did Appetite come out?
87.
87. And just a quick heads up, Bill Bailey is named after our friend William Workman, professional educator of an A school.
That's right.
Bearded Monkeys checking in. Big VooDoo supporter, one of the best VooDoos out there. He's checking in from Kansas. He's out there competing in, I don't know, some badass competition only for badass motherfuckers because
Cool.
he's out there. All right. It's a 2-1-1. I know that. I gotta get a comeback here. So let's go.
All right, question 5. Which band was formed after its founding member left Deep Purple? Was it Motley Crue, Warrant, or Whitesnake?
Wicked.
VooDoo.
Snake.
Wicked. Did
that's an easy one.
you say the answer? I didn't hear the answer.
White
White
Snake.
White
Okay,
Snake.
cool. Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I hate you, Wicked.
Tommy Aldridge is my favorite drummer of all time, if you're wondering.
Who's he?
We weren't. No one cares about the
Who's he?
drummer.
Just so you know, that's because you're in the lead.
Aren't all drummers the same? Like,
Oh, whatever.
Wait. Watch this. Big Eddie C. Tell me the truth. Does he remind you of Tony a little bit?
Yeah.
Does he remind you of Tony a little bit?
Yeah. In a good way.
He's a drummer.
Yeah.
All right. What question are we on, Pat? Because I got to
All right.
win this thing.
We are on question number 6. So, what inspired Nikki Sixx's song "Kickstart My Heart"?
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
He had a heroin overdose and they had to adrenaline shot his ass.
That is correct. All right, got a little comeback in here.
Finish.
Why is every question based off Motley Crue?
I love it.
Fucking
I'm
Motley
with you, dude. Every day, all day, I deal with it. Every day, all day. You know, fucking, he's over there singing, "Can you take me high enough?" and shit like that.
Oh,
all right, okay, I got a trivia question for y'all.
Alter Bridge. Oh, sorry.
Whoa, Edge. So, Kickstart My Heart. What band did they completely rip that intro off of? And what song was it?
Wait.
Ooh,
Wait.
I'm gonna guess. Ed.
Okay.
Ed,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
guess. That's got to be fucking Montrose, Bad Motor Scooter.
Yeah!
You got it. You got it.
It's literally note for note the same intro.
The exact same thing.
Yep.
Yep.
And how the fuck Sammy didn't fucking rip their shit for that?
Because Sammy's Sammy. He doesn't give a fuck, man.
And God bless him for that.
You know, Sammy's like, Sammy, didn't he once say, if I'm having a bad day, somebody remind me who the fuck I am? You know?
I like that.
Miles also said that.
All right. Wicked, one by one. Best version of Van Halen.
What?
Danny, best version of Van Halen.
Best version? Oh, that's got Sam.
He likes Sammy.
Yeah, I like Sammy's.
I like Roth better, but I like both.
But Sammy's better.
Chad Gunner.
I like Roth personally. But
Honestly, Roth. I'm a
Shame on you guys.
I grew up with Roth. So,
yeah, same. I mean,
I love Sammy
No, you
though.
didn't.
He's
We got Corey checking in saying, Dave, Ed says one of the best
I
versions.
grew up listening to only Roth, and then discovered Sammy through this guy.
I got to tell you, Ed saw Gary Sharon and said it was amazing. Saw him at Red Rocks. Am I right, Ed?
Fiddler's Green Amphitheater, Denver, Colorado. And he sold it for me when they opened right the fuck up and played Mean Street. And they did some of that shit that Sammy wouldn't do, like Feel Your Love Tonight, which the fucking harmonies of that still just blow my nuts back into my watch pocket. So Gary delivered live on that record. No,
I like this guy.
that fucking record for me might as well be this shitty ass coaster. Just
Pat, you've totally lost it, but you can take it back anytime you want, homie.
you know why they called that album Van Halen 3? Because that's what they paid the fucking guy to produce that album, $3. Sounds like.
All right, question number 7 here. Last 4. Which 80s hair band?
Wait. Go back. 4 questions left?
4 questions, yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's the score?
Right now, 3 for Wicked, 2 for VooDoo, and 1 for Carmack here.
Right. Just so you know, everybody watching right now, if Wicked somehow loses their stream, there's a big storm up in fucking New York. I don't know what's going on.
You know the truth.
All right, so question number 7. Which 80s hair band only managed 1 album before recording executives pulled the plug? Was it? So it's White Tiger or Bon Jovi?
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
White Tiger.
White Tiger. Tried to
That's
keep
bullshit.
it
Gunner said Wicked, but way before he said
fuck
VooDoo.
you guys.
You
You
gotta
take the point.
remember, Patrick
It said storm. It said storm.
I was gonna say Bon Jovi anyway because he fucking sucks.
Hey, you know, Bon Jovi's only about the bottom line. I don't know if you knew that. They're only about the bottom line. And so, you know, I'm really, really not down with them right now.
Yeah,
You know, it used to be about
Let's go to
you
the
know,
next
there
one.
was a time when Bon Jovi and Richie and Tico, you know, it was about family and love. But then it became about bottom line. And that's when you knew it was all bullshit. And it really wasn't about all the love anymore. It was about bottom line.
And that's the bottom line.
I'm not down with people about bottom line. Yeah. Just saying.
Well, he said it. It's my life.
Stop. No one's gonna fucking say I'd rather hear him say bottom line 20 more times.
Well, you know, I don't know about you guys. I don't do things for money. If you were to open my bank account right now, if you check my credit, there's a picture of the fucking Little Rascals. That's all I'm saying. I do shit for money. I do shit for purpose. And so, you know, sometimes my purpose is family, friends, love, brethren. Other times it's making an impact, making a difference. But it's never about making a bottom line. Just going to let that float out there. Patrick, you're up.
That's why we love you, Eric.
All right, question number 8.
Danny, read your phone.
Fucking asshole, dude. These guys are taking
Which 80s hair band plays 1 louder than 10? Is it
VooDoo.
Van Halen?
VooDoo, VooDoo, VooDoo. It's
Fucking
Spinal
yeah,
Tap.
all the choices.
Final Tap. Yep.
What's the story? How many questions are left?
They're a real band.
2 more questions.
You gotta let Pat finish the fucking question, dude.
Wait. I'm an auditory learner. I'm sorry that you process differently.
All right, last 2 questions. This definitely should be an easy one. Which band gave us the song The Final Countdown?
VooDoo.
Wicked.
You're up.
Wicked. Europe. Yep.
You're up.
All right, just so you know, that was makeup for you thinking you came in first because I was so ahead of you.
I wish I had a stick like that I could wave around.
We can make that happen.
Gator butt.
There's a really good vocal cover of Final Countdown circulating on Reels, Instagram Reels.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah, that's right.
Chad, what the fuck was that? You're like, really? Oh yeah.
It looks like Stephen Piercy singing it. It sounds like it too.
Oh. No, that's
All
right,
right,
Danny. I'm
You're on
explaining
final
myself to you, just so you know. How many questions are left, and what's the score, dude?
So here we go. So ready? So final question. Right now, I got 4 points VooDoo, 4 points Wicked, and Carmack is still playing the game. Okay.
Fucking Ed, you better answer this motherfucker.
I've been trying, but y'all fucking beat me to the punch every time.
Somebody mute fucking
Brain
Wicked.
doesn't function like
He's
ours.
got that pregnant juice in his brain.
That's exactly what it is.
Hey, you know what? Better than baby juice. Go ahead there, buddy.
All right. Which band sang the song Round and Round?
VooDoo,
Was it-
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
It's fucking so
Rat, Stephen Piercy.
Rat.
no wrong. No, Wicked. It's Rat. It's not Stephen Piercy.
I said rat of Stephen
said rat.
Piercy.
No, I
We had
I
the
just
good
heard
fortune
Stephen Piercy.
open for Stephen Piercy. It was a great day.
It's Rat, so
Gunner,
we
don't
got-
cloud the issue with facts, man. Don't cloud the issue with facts.
He won anyway.
We got Corey Canfield checking in. You guys rock. Be safe. Shark Sandwich rules. And if you don't know, Shark Sandwich is Spinal Tap's one of their albums that was simply reviewed as shit sandwich. Please tell me you guys have seen Spinal Tap.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I like Little Stonehenge.
We're going to have to fight, gentlemen. So,
Be careful with your inches in your feet.
gentlemen, give us all the social media everywhere we can find Wicked, please.
All right, perfect. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter,
All the
TikTok,
socials. Yeah.
at Wicked Rock and Roll,
Facebook too.
Facebook too, and YouTube at Wicked Rock and Roll.
And
then
then
you know what?
our
Our
right up
website
there.
is www.wickedrockandrollofficial.com.
It's right up there on the screen.
Right on the screen. Yep, we've had it up the entire time.
Covering
Uh,
Ed's
It's
face.
covered Pat. No, it's covered Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat.
No, just again has the stick that he's waving around. Pat's again. Oh, there. No,
Turn the background.
That's what Bob Masson looks like.
You gotta put
That's what.
you gotta
much
put
better.
Ed down there so we can point the stick down
Yeah.
there.
What is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
What
Hey,
is
go
that?
ahead. Point the stick at it.
It's covered.
That is an alligator
man.
claw.
It's an alligator.
Oh yeah, we seen those in Nolans.
Now no.
Probably
way.
worked. Somebody got it for me.
That's
We
really
have
cool
definitely
story.
got to get you guys to Tampa, man.
Yeah,
you guys,
I love that.
They got alligators in Florida.
hell yeah, man. I'd
Yeah,
love to tell you
no,
that we
you
do
What?
alligator hunting, but I'm afraid of snakes, so that shit ain't happening.
Gunner lost his retainer to an alligator when we were down in
Yeah, it sounds like a
Actually,
real
Jupiter,
story,
Florida.
right?
Jupiter, Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a real story, right?
It was an alligator.
Wait.
named
I was buying it, dude. I was gonna be like, when were you in Jupiter and why didn't you come to Tampa?
Jupiter.
There was a hurricane when we were down there too.
Yeah,
Right?
we were just leaving too.
That's a story for another time.
It's a good one too.
Yeah.
How about this? You guys got 5 minutes?
Yeah, we've been out here for a fucking hour, dude.
Yeah, don't fucking start bitching now, man. Come on. I got nothing but love. Hey, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. Hang 5 minutes for me, and we could talk some real bullshit because I really want to throw some bullshit. But much love for coming in with VooDoo Chef Podcast. Till next time, guys. Fucking thanks for tuning in.
Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
All right, it's time for the VooDoo Chef Podcast, where we will discuss all things voodoo from the VooDoo Studios located right here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. So to all my booties out there, if you're looking for nothing but a good time, this is the place to be. Call your friends, knock on the neighbor's door, and let them know it's time to party like a rock star for the next hour. Join me and my guests and learn to voodoo like we do as we discuss our faves and the voodoo that we use. I'll put our guests on the spot as we ask for their top 3, and make sure and listen as we discuss some of our favorite war stories from the kitchens we've worked in. Sit back, grab a tall glass of your favorite libation,